Hey, you guys see this big yurt? Handsome.
Wow, dude.
Handsome.
Wow.
Dude is back in the streets doing handsome stuff. I can't even look at this guy, Leroy. First of all, where is he? Like, is he in Europe? Like, what is that beautiful facade behind him? Second of all, I mean, that shirt, my God, the chest hair, the chain, the sunglasses. He's just got it all going on. You know what that looks like? That looks like Start Me Next to Bam next year.
Well, make sure if he's starting next to Bam, y'all get him one of them 7-day treatments.
I think it'll be
he gonna get a yeast infection with them tight ass shorts on.
Jeez. Wow. They are tight. They are up there. They are
snug as a bug in a rug.
They're hugging his yurts, that's for sure. I will say, man, you think Riley, tries to take Spo out for like a nice dinner because Riley loves him a big. Come on, Spo. Come on. He goes, this positionless. It's for the birds. Let's go old school, baby. Give me a big. He's going to be rolling his eyes as he swirls his wine. Here he goes, old grandpa, trying to give me the same talk about a big. How about as you were?
Man, wait a minute.
No.
Where else you want to go? Let me get this straight, Marco.
And don't even say I was late to a segment because you've been late to like every segment this year, this show.
Marcos,
I would never do that to you.
Here's a guy that's mad at me for talking about one of the greatest bands to ever make music.
How could he?
And he's talking about big yurts.
That's right.
It's true.
The things that matter. Big yurts starting this year. Maybe. Earth, Wind, and Fire. They've had their run.
What?
Their
music is played at every school band.
Dude, all right, cool. Good for Earth, Wind, and Fire. I'm worried about Yurt, Wind, and Fire. How about that?
That was pretty good. Anyone? Leroy? He
No.
didn't immediately go to
I don't need his approval. I don't need his approval.
Usually he goes to it. So.
Yeah.
Point for Tobin.
You do these things
why we talking about basketball and Big Yurt is doing a photo shoot in Milan?
I don't know. Why are you sitting here firing up sound effects? We couldn't bring it back next segment.
We had a conversation when you weren't here.
Okay, you want to know something? When you're late for like every segment, I bring it back into the fold. I don't bring up something random that you all know reference to.
Play another one, Leroy.
He's just trying to get people on his side because of his thievery.
You know what? This is a good opportunity. Another list, baby. Here we go.
Who'd you steal this one from?
No, and I have to peruse the internet, but I'll have one by the end of the segment.
Oh boy. If you guys missed it, we started today's show. Marcos was discovered as a huge fraud for his Kirk Cousins list.
Huge?
Huge. Your fraudulence knows no bounds.
I could delete it.
Delete what?
I don't know. The Patriots did that one time when they were caught.
Jay Glazer, I believe, is a copy of that, though.
Does he?
I think he does.
Wow.
I can delete it.
Done, my friend.
Jay Fig is saying that's Euro fashion.
Yeah, I mean, the background looked like he was in Europe.
It definitely looked Euro, right? Yeah. Like, there's no place. Like, I know he does a lot of photos in Wynwood, and plus you could see the taxi license plate there. So for sure, man, he's handsome.
I would like to say I would like to see him get a couple of rebounds, but he did that.
He did get a lot of rebounds. He had that run. Everybody knows about the Yurt run. You know, when we thought Bam, listen, I thought when Bam got hurt, I thought this team was going to be screwed. Yurt stepped up. Now the question is,
then when Bam came back, he stepped right back out.
This is the thing that's interesting, though. Like, everybody is so mad at the Heat for, right now because they're like, oh, you're running it back. But, like, let's think about this, okay? Finals year, Leroy. Who the hell knew they were going to have Kendrick Nunn, other than Beast? Who the hell knew Kendrick Nunn was going to have the season that he had, right?
Right.
Who knew Duncan Robinson was going to go out there and be the shooter that he was? All right? 2 undrafted guys. All right? A couple years later, Who the hell knew? What? Where's he going now?
That means a long
I'm
guy is
listening.
here.
Go.
Where are you going?
He's listening.
Where
man.
are you going?
He's coming.
Why
is
would
he
I have to
leaving?
kick the ass of my lawn guy?
It's a long
Why
guy.
is he back-to-back
I
days?
was
What,
gonna say, how often
what do you have, a
lawn people,
jungle?
dude? This is really like a weekly kind
He
of
wasn't
thing.
even in my yard yesterday.
What?
What?
It was just loud.
That's
Look at that, Tobin. Did you fire your lawn guy yet?
Nah, I showed up yesterday.
Oh,
Man,
Yeah, wait, you
God.
can't talk about me.
my
He did a
God.
great job, though. You know,
You can't. Wait a
Oh,
minute.
my
Hold
God.
on. Hold on.
did a great
Hey,
job.
Oh,
you
God.
are a fraud.
Hmm?
You came and talked so much trash to us,
Hmm?
and then you let the guy cut your damn grass?
Well, I said maybe.
Yeah.
Oh no, no,
He actually,
fraud.
when I texted him, because I said my last text to him was because he's like, oh, I said you're gonna be here today or tomorrow. This was 2 days ago. He says tomorrow, and then it got to the end of the day, so I texted him at the end of the day. I go, so tomorrow, and then he texted me just in the middle of yesterday at like 3:00 today. I'm like, oh well, thank you.
Yeah, perfect. Appreciate that. 3:00 too.
But I gotta tell you what, I came back from taking my daughter to cheerleading.
Yeah.
Man, that grass looked good.
Look good.
It looked good. You know,
You survived another week, Manny.
I survived. His name's not Manny.
I don't know what
It's
his name
Charlie.
is.
Is it? Yes.
Charlie.
I doubt the guy that does the lawn is named Charlie.
Hey,
Something else.
hey,
No,
hey.
his name is
Hey,
Charlie.
Hey, Tobin. Hey. certain conversations.
You guys are gonna think that it's a certain type of name, and it's actually not. He
Mhm.
has a very you know what? Let's move on.
You know what? John Carlos Stanton did the
You know
same
what?
thing, dude.
False start,
Yeah.
move it back 5
5
yards. My point of it was before Leroy started searching for his lawn guy was who the hell knew who Kendrick Nunn and Duncan Robinson were, except for me, because I made a song about Duncan Robinson. Who the hell knew that Max Strus and Gabe Vincent were going to do what they did? So is it crazy to think that this next year that Haywood Highsmith and Big Yurt could be that version? Could be the next two undrafted gems. Is it crazy to think that, Leroy? I ask you, is it crazy? That's what the Heat do.
I would say that, especially in basketball, it's great to find those guys like Kendrick Nunn and Duncan Robinson. But you're going to build championships by getting stars on your team. Right? And so yes, they've had success doing this now for a few years. But to be a consistent to be consistently in the hunt for a championship, you're going to need those star players. So although what you're saying is true, you can't rely on that every single year.
You can't though. Like they have.
No,
I'm not saying.
you
I'm not
can't.
saying to like. I'm not saying
It
it's gonna
kind of
put them over.
happens. It kind of happens, but it's not. It's not one of those things where you can count on it.
Why not? They literally do it every
Because
year.
if you can count on these guys, they
I'm
wouldn't
not
be
saying-
second rounders.
Yeah. Well, I mean, isn't that kind of stupid though? Like, look at what they keep doing. Like, they keep finding undrafted guys, and they're completely NBA
Yes,
quality guys. I'm
you're
not
right.
saying that. I'm expecting that. I'm not expecting Haywood Highsmith to be PJ Tucker, but could he be PJ Tucker-esque? Could Yurtseven go and do things that they could find other ways to win? Like, why am I doubting this franchise's ability to round out a roster? Obviously,
I'm not doubting them. You know who put this out there that they're going to get a superstar in a whale? They did.
Yeah.
So don't then come back at me and say, hey, we've put players on the court that have been competitive for the last 5 years that you never heard of.
But
No. I wasn't even thinking about it. You brought up Kevin Durant. You brought up Donovan Mitchell, not me.
Yeah, but any good whaleman knows that when you hit the open seas,
What?
any good whaleman knows. Any good whaleman knows, or good seaman knows that once you go out there and you think you're going to try and get a whale, but in the meanwhile,
Is that the
you need
same
to-
as a fisherman?
no, I mean, like, because a fisherman only gets fish. If you're getting multiple things, you're a seaman. You know?
-1.
wait. I was wondering how long we were going to keep our composure because clearly we're too childish to just keep it moving. I'm like, so wait. So if you go lobster hunting and then you go catching some cod, you're not a fisherman, you're a seaman.
That's right.
No, a seaman is a person that goes on the water and doesn't fish.
No, that's not true.
That is true.
That's not true.
It is true.
It just means you're out on the sea doing multiple
Right.
things.
Not doing nothing. Not fishing.
No, not doing
Once you
nothing.
start
You're doing
fishing-
multiple things.
Once you start fishing, you're a fisherman.
All right, I'm looking up seaman right now. Please don't. A sailor or a mariner.
Right. Who doesn't fish?
Hold on. Let's see. Huh.
Really doing this on work computer, huh?
Interesting. What?
Nah, nothing.
Man, what's going on here?
Wait, why did Jake just show up shaking her
What
head?
is going on?
Well,
I'm gonna
We're-
tell
we're-
Glenn to
we're-
go check your computers and your.
we're clarifying to Tobin that a seaman is a person on the water who doesn't fish.
Mm.
Once you catch a fish, you're now a fisherman.
So if you're, but what are you a person? What if you're a person who gets fish and crab, like the deadliest catch people? Are
Fisherman.
they, just,
It's still
are they
fisherman.
fishermen? But
Yes.
but a crab's not a fish.
But it's
Are they a
you're,
crabber?
You're in a boat. If you're in a boat to get food in the water, you're a fisherman.
Hmm. Interesting.
So seaman is allowed to catch crabs, but not fish.
No, seamen
No.
don't catch
If
nothing.
A seaman,
Seaman
would
is just
catch,
like a sailor,
Yeah.
a naval person. They're just
Mhm.
on the water.
The point is,
Yeah.
even for you
You
needing to
run
go out
up,
and get,
jackass. Don't try to keep it moving now.
the point is, even as a whaler needs to go get its whales, you also need to feed the crew. And how would you do that? You need to get fish along the way. So, yes, while getting the whales is important, you also need to harbor that with some tuna and some mackerel, like Max Struess, Gabe Vincent, Caleb Martin, the crew.
Crabber.
Hmm.
All right, Crabber Jack.
The Heat actually had a
Whoops.
crabber once.
Huh?
The Heat actually had a crabber once. His name was Justice Winslow.
That's a fiddler.
Could be something, could be nothing. So last night, business picked up for a potential whaling target.
Yeah.
The Spider has decided to spin his web in our lovely city for the foreseeable future. Donovan Mitchell yesterday posting on social media a beautiful picture of himself, looks like on the water, and he tags the location, Miami, Florida. Leroy, Donovan Mitchell.
Does he have a place down here?
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. He might.
All right.
But Donovan Mitchell posting a picture of himself in Miami and also teasing that he could be playing or will be playing, it seems like, in the Miami Pro League tonight. And who happens to also play in that from time to time and stole the show last week? Go Bam Adebayo.
Idris?
So could we get a little bit of Bam and Spida on the same team tonight? Doing a little Jim Runsky, Leroy.
Hey,
Getting that chemistry out there. And
What's going
could
on,
Bam then tell to Donovan, hey, I know you've been very gentlemanly about this.
make a stink.
Make a stink.
Hey, if I see this, you know who if I'm this person, I'm showing up to the gym to get me some run.
Who?
Tyler Hero.
Oh,
I
I like that. I don't think he's here. I think he's in LA. I think he's training in LA right now.
I don't like that.
I think he's
So
training in
you think the Lakers are doing something like that too?
doing what?
Showing pictures of Tyler Hero because he working out in LA.
No, because he's like working out with like one of those famed NBA trainers. Like this guy trains like Beal and Tatum and all that type of stuff. Bam and Donovan are going to be playing in like a game. You know, like LeBron played in the Drew League last week. That's a famous one in LA. This is like the one that we have down here.
All right.
But Spider and Bam, very close. They've already been training this offseason together. They trained in Kentucky together. Goosey.
Is basketball the only sport where your training consists of more of that sport?
You mean
They
like
do it
just
in
actually-
baseball too.
Just like actually playing?
Yeah.
Yeah. It feels like it.
Yeah, because these guys play in all these games all the time. This is nothing new. Baseball, they go play in the Latin American countries and play summer ball.
Yep.
So, like, yeah, those
You
two
can't do it in
sports-
football.
No.
Can't do it in football.
There's nothing that, first of all, you're not healthy, right? Your body's pretty banged up and you're sore. I've never had a season where I wasn't sore until about the end of February.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. There's
So, what do you think of that, Leroy? Bam
Nothing.
And what do you mean nothing? Bam and Spider maybe on the floor tonight together? It's gonna be a
Wait.
thing, dude.
Hold on.
It's gonna be a thing tonight
Hold on.
if it happens.
Why
Which
don't
I
you
don't know it
tell
will.
me? Why don't you tell me what you think it is?
What do I think it is?
Yeah.
I think that Donovan Mitchell being in Miami, out of all the pro leagues or pro-ams he could have gone and played for, interesting he picks Miami, where his friend plays, where he knows a team would be very interested in trading for him. Could have stayed in New York. Could have done something in New York. You know, they do that. That's where Jimmy Butler's trainer is. They do those things up there. But what did he choose? Scoot his ass on down here. Play in Miami with his friend, possibly. I don't even know if Bam's playing tonight. But theoretically, if he is. Because I think he has a camp tomorrow in Kendall. So I know he's down here.
Wow.
Could be something. Could be nothing. And then you have this. Micky Arison. Post this on Instagram. First, it's like a mountain. Like, interesting. Almost like sometimes trades are a mountain to climb.
Please keep
Why
going.
would they do that?
Why would he do that? Why would Micky Arison post a mountain? And also, do you know what it looks very similar to? Didn't point at what logo does that look like?
Adidas?
No.
What?
Oh, I think you're right. Does look like Adidas.
No, it doesn't look like Adidas.
Kinda.
Doesn't it look very similar in a lot of ways? Wouldn't you say that it looks something similar to post something like that, right? Not just out of nowhere, right? Posting a hill. Doesn't that look very, very similar to the Utah Jazz logo?
What's
Huh?
going on in Utah?
What's going on in Utah?
Why would
Except
they
for
do
the
that?
snow and the white caps. And,
Yeah, but dude, don't you think it's a little interesting that Micky Arison decides to post something? Put it up again, JFig, if you could. This picture on his Instagram that looks eerily similar to the Utah Jazz logo, the same time that Donovan Mitchell happens to be in Miami, the team that Micky Arison owns.
Why would they do that?
So you're telling me subliminally, Micky Arison may be out here saying, looks like a Utah Jazz logo. Looks like business could be picking up with the Jazz, with Donovan Mitchell being in my city, playing with my star.
Or
Hmm?
he's got one of those big ass ships that just went by there and said, "Ooh, this is a cool picture."
Yeah, but but like, out of all the things to take a picture of, why something that looks like the Jazz logo?
One, it doesn't look like the Jazz logo.
Yeah, it's like a D.
So if you start there,
Dude, it
then,
looks like
wait.
That looks like the Jazz logo.
If you start there, then everything else makes sense.
Dude, I'll allow you to say a lot of things, but I'm not going to let you tell me that doesn't look like the Utah Jazz logo, because it does.
Really?
I was with you until you said whatever you said, that quote.
Mm-hmm. Look at that. It almost fits perfectly. Almost fits.
All you need is
perfectly.
a Jazz across the rocks.
All you need to do is put Jazz across the rocks there, dude, and you got yourself a Jazz logo.
What about the snow?
And also, well, it looks like he's in the European Sea or something like that. But then he
Which
also
would
posts.
mean he's not in Utah.
Doesn't matter. It looks like the logo, dude.
Oh,
all right. And then, because what is he going to do? Take his yacht to Salt Lake?
Yeah.
That doesn't even make sense. Why would you say that?
I
And
have a
then,
buddy who ships his boat over to like Italy and stuff, and then flies over to Italy and lives on his boat.
you're right. Well, Italy has a sea, not a lake. And
What's
then
a C? What's a C?
Micky Arison, like a true seaman, is out here and posts this. He posts on the open water. So, Leroy, I ask you, could be something, could be nothing, but why would you post that?
I'm going to be definitive in my answer. It is absolutely nothing.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so you don't think that Micky Arison posts a mountain that looks eerily similar to Utah, and also a video of him out on the open sea where you would whale the same day that Donovan Mitchell is in Miami getting ready to possibly play in a Pro-Am game with Bam? A Pro-Bam? You just think that's nothing?
That might
You
be
think-
something. I think just
Yeah,
because
thank you,
this is a lake, clearly.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then soon later. Okay, so this says
Yep.
how many hours? Let's see.
Well, it's not directly. I mean, JFK, I took
So
that at
4 hours. Yeah,
So
but
that would have
still.
been at like midnight. So let's say in Italy, it's like 6 p.m.
4.
Mm-hmm.
Take it
Mhm.
lags.
I'm really
could be
interested in what
something.
math you're doing there.
No, because I was trying to see. So this one says 4 minutes ago. Depends
Yeah.
on whatever time you took this.
I think it was like 4 a.m. Something
And
like
this
that.
one was
Gotcha.
4 hours ago.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So let's say he took one picture at like 9 p.m.
Yeah.
Utah time, but then another one at like 6 p.m. Italy time. The point being is, why would you post that? Why would he do that?
Two
The same
different
day
bodies
Donovan
of
Mitchell-
water.
The same day Donovan Mitchell is in Miami.
Why would they do that?
You're an
There's
idiot.
only one option.
Hey, the cops are downstairs, and they're there to arrest Marcos for aiding and abetting a known felon.
And plagiarizing.
Plagiarizing.
Mitchell. He's playing with Bam tonight in the Miami Pro League. Gonna be a preview of the regular season. We'll get in Spider. Dwayne Wade and Micky are conspiring. Could be something, dude. Could be something.